Hi neighbors. I have a lot of chores I should be doing outside today, but it's 90 degrees and a little too hot for me, so I decided to do something in the kitchen. The pears are ripening fast. They're looking beautiful. Getting some brown spots though. So I decided to make a pear pie. I'm using another of my old cookbooks. This is called the Southern Heritage Pies and Pastry Cookbook. Copyright 1984. And the recipe I found is called, if I can find it again, it's called Old Fashioned Pear Pie. And there's the picture of it. So we may do a lattice top crust, that's fun. Not exactly like that, but we can do one. So we'll start with peeling and coring and slicing the pears. The recipe wants 8.5 cups, so it seems like kind of a lot, but we'll do these and see what we come up with. Yeah, see, it's a little soft. It's okay. Great pie. I've never made pear pie before, have you? This is not something we think of, but I don't see why it won't be delicious. Okay, I've got 1 4-cup container in the bowl. We fill this up again. That should be pretty close to what we need. Okay, now let's get our cookbook. The recipe calls for 1/2 cup of sugar, I'm going to get a larger bowl out. sugar, 3 tablespoons cornstarch, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, all right, teaspoon nutmeg, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit of salt. There. We mix this together. We add our pears. Beautiful, beautiful pears. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make some crust, which you've watched me do this before. And if you want to see exactly how I make my crust, you can look at my rhubarb pie video. And you can also listen to John Fogerty sing his rhubarb pie song at the same time. A little bit, a little more. And have cubes of butter. I wanted to show you something while I'm thinking about it. If you can see the pear peelings in the sink, those can be saved and juiced and used to make pear jelly. I did that last year. It turned out delicious. It's really good. I'm going to give these to the chickens, but we have more pears to do, and when I can them, when we can the rest of our pears, I'll save those peelings and make some pear jelly, because it's good and it's really pretty too. Okay. Cold water. my pie crust all done. Let's go ahead and roll out the bottom crust. Okay, let's see what the recipe says. Spoon into pastry shell. Okay. Oh my, so that looked good. That was a few too many, you think? It's going to be a deep dish pie. I should have gotten a big pie plate. It's okay. We'll make it work. Oh my. Paper towel. Let's look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh. Okay, Now what we've done, we've put a 1/4 cup of flour, 3 tablespoons melted butter, 2 tablespoons brandy, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, and mix that all together. Here's what I found. And they want me to spoon it over the pears. Okay, let's do it. I could just kind of pour it, don't you? Oh my gosh, brandy. You can make this. This would be nice to have for the holidays, but we won't have fresh pears then. Oh gosh. Look at that. Okay. Now, set this aside for a minute. Now I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Set this over here, and we'll make our lattice crust. Okay. we'll try anyway. Do our best. Might have one more piece here, but I think see what we can do. Okay. Now they want me to brush the top of this with some beaten egg white. Since my beautiful chickens have just started laying and I have a tiny egg, that'll be perfect. There's the oven ready to go. Look at that. Tiny yolk there. Okay. Let's beat this a little bit. This just helps it to brown. I think what I'm going to do, brush it with the egg white, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar over it because it doesn't have enough sugar in it already. Oh, where's my sugar? Okay, this just looks like a pie that's going to overflow, doesn't it? That's what this is for. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven. Let's see what does the book say. Bake at 350 for 55 minutes. Brush pastry with egg white and continue baking 5 minutes or until pastry is golden brown. 1 9-inch pie. Okay, into the oven it goes. Okay, pie's in the oven. I think it's going to be delicious. We'll come back when it's done, when the timer goes off, and we'll brush it with the egg white again, and then maybe tonight after supper, we'll give it a try. Okay, the timer went off. The pie's done. And it did boil over, if you can see that here. See all the juice? Even with this, I ended up with some on the bottom of the oven, so that's okay. It was time to clean the oven anyway. So what the cookbook wants us to do now, it's asking for me to brush the pastry with egg white again and continue baking for 5 more minutes. So I followed the recipe so far. No reason to stop now. Okay, so brush it with the egg white again. Then we'll put it back in the oven for 5 minutes. Hopefully it's about done boiling over. Okay. Back in we go. There goes the timer. And our pie is done. How about that? Isn't it pretty? Thanks for joining me. When it's cool, we'll go ahead and cut a piece and, I don't know, vanilla ice cream maybe, huh?